Hello, welcome to the video. I'm Wayne Parenta. So in today's lesson, on this instrumental, this is just my own version of this. So I've, kind of improvised here and there, and hopefully you guys enjoy what I made today. Now, if you guys want to get the backing track, I'll leave a link below. Now, the backing track, I play any bass and any rhythm guitar on here, and I have a live drummer playing along. So if you want to grab that, just look below to this video and you'll see it. Now, hopefully you guys will like and subscribe to this video because I'm going to have a lot more of this kind of stuff coming out. But anyway, enjoy. Okay, let's go over the rhythm guitar here. I've included this on the DVD with a tab, so I'm not going to go over this really slow, note for note, because you can just go through and read the tab, but I'll give you an idea what it sounds like and maybe some of the ins and outs of how I play this. Now, on this rhythm here, the main thing is that I'm going to be alternate picking all the way through, so I'm not picking down, I'm just down, up, so it's all alternate picking. So if you're having a little bit trouble playing this, a good way to start this, maybe to get into the rhythm, is just take your open E string and just kind of go down and up, and then sort of start your pattern out. Okay, so now the little trick on that is that the twos here on the, the second fret, the fourth and fifth string, I'm barring those down, okay? So, and then I'm just adding these fingers here on the threes and fours on the third and fourth fret. Sometimes what I'll do, instead of stretching my third finger, over here is I'll use my pinky instead. So I'll use my second finger here and my third, and my pinky here. okay, instead of my third finger. Just because I'm holding these down, it's a lot easier than stretching, but it's totally up to you the way you want to play that. And then when I do go down to the, so that's E, when I do go down to the A part, then I will use my second finger and my third finger here, because I have to play here and here. So then I'll do it the proper way, proper fingers with this. Now, on this part, some of my beginner students have trouble on this. So let me just break this up maybe into two parts. Okay, that'd be part one, and then you have part two. Okay, so this part two is where everybody's having trouble on this, so it's... But if you think of this as two parts, so basically it's the same, you're starting the same way as you did in E. Okay, but you're moving that down one string to A. And then you're adding the fifth fret here. Okay, so let me play that again. So part one. And now the second part. And then you'd be back up to E. Okay, and then it'll go to B. And then you're back to E. So this is kind of a little run that you'd play through the B chord. Now you could use open strings here, so you could go... you could do open strings on the E, and actually you could do the fifth string too, so you could go... And it just kind of gives it a different feel. Now I didn't do that over the backing track when I played the little demo for this, but that's how I'll do it sometimes, just to change it up a little bit. Now I'll just play it from the beginning through up to that part. And then, I didn't put this on the tab, but you can throw in a little, thing like that in there if you want. So if you want, totally up to you, but that's just between the 2 and the 4. However you want to play that. But anyway, the next part now would be back to E. Again, I'm alternate picking on the open E string. Now I'll hold down this note, and then, so we're sort of doing like a 3-note hammer-on. So you're going to pick it once. So you have your open 6th string, down, up, down, and then hammer on those 2 notes. Okay, so. And then what I'll do is I'll come in and I'll dampen with my right hand on the strings just lightly, so just to sort of get that sound and make it a little bit punchier. So there's E. Now I'm just playing it open. You just do the same thing down to A, back up to E. Now, if you want to call this the harder part, what I'll do for B is I bar down these 2 strings on the 2nd fret again, the 4th string and the 5th string. So I'll bar that with my 1st finger, hit your B note, and then you do your little hammer on the same strings that you were doing over A, but you're now in B. And then if I palm mute a bit, not palm mute, but just dampen. And then back up. So, you know, I've seen some people play it, for example, on YouTube. Some people have played it sort of like on a closed position, but it's very simple. Like, some people can't hear what an open string is versus a closed string. So I've seen some people play this, you know, in a closed version, and it just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe someone got a bad tab for that or something, but there's definitely an open E string starting this, you know. It's kind of like the song Rebel Rouser. I had a student that said, you know, the song was, it was an F. So, he said it started there and then, you know, would just modulate F sharp, G sharp. And I was like, well, no, it's actually an E. And the main little riff that starts it is, I said, do you not hear that open twangy sound on the open E string? You know? And he says, nope. He was arguing with me and he says, no, it's in F. It starts here. I said, no, it's in E because it has the open string, you know, the open E string, and then later it modulates to F and to F sharp and G. And I said, well, where did you get your information from? Like, he knew the song. Like, he was showing me how to play it. And he says, oh, I got it from Book for Dummies. He said, it's in there. And they show it starts in F. And I said, well, that's totally wrong. You know, they might have been tuned differently, and whoever learned the song thought it was an F, but they might, you know, they were tuned so that they were actually playing an E chord and using open strings, but they were tuned into F. So maybe that's how the person that did the tab heard it, but you know, the song is definitely played with an open E string, whether you're tuned, you know, to whatever, but that's, you know, how you play it. So that's what I'm hearing when I'm playing this part on Guitar Boogie Shuffle. You know, that open string is definitely ringing in there. So anyway, that's the rhythm. Let's go take a look here and take a look at some of the lead parts. Okay, on this solo here, I'm playing out of an E chord that's based right here. Now, if some of you are not used to playing this, instead of, you know, most of the guys that I see usually will play an E bar chord here, or maybe a high E like this, or, you know, if you wanted to do this version way down here, but, you know, or your E here. This kind of just has a different sound to it. You know, this is maybe a little more mellower sounding, or jazzier sounding, if you want to put it that way. But basically I look at this also as sort of a shortcut. So if you had a song where you're playing A, then you went to a D, and then you went back to A. Now instead of moving down here to an E, you could go to this E. Okay, so, you know, I can play a whole 12-bar blues type of song without moving anywhere other than staying here in the 5th fret, because my A is here, my D to E. Okay, so this solo, when I'm playing this, I'm sort of thinking of the notes that outline the chord, actually. So, okay, so let me show you the chord here first. First finger is on the 3rd string, 4th fret. Second finger is on the 2nd string, 5th fret. Now your 3rd finger is on the 4th string in the 6th fret. And now your pinky is on the 5th string on the 7th fret on your E. And now the proper way to play this would be, you would just hit the strings that you're holding, okay? So you don't hit the 1st string and you don't hit the 6th string. Even though we're in E, you could, if you did hit those, it wouldn't mess the chord up, but basically you just always play the ones you're holding on this form of the chord. So a good way to practice this might, after you get used to kind of strumming the chord, is maybe kind of pick the notes, you know, through the chord separately. Okay, and then you can start figuring out what to add on there. So I'm figuring out now I can add that note, that note, that note, that note. So basically kind of playing a major scale here. Okay, so when I'm soloing out of there, I'm sort of trying to think of those notes, or I'm coming back to these notes. Now, you know, so there's a little riff, you know. And then when I'm going to A, you know, I'm just moving these notes back to my E. So I'll do this, I'll do these two notes off the chord for a E. Sort of a little shortcut. And then, you know, here would be your B. Okay, so now out of this, I'll show you a little bit of the solo here that I started with. So now out of these notes, there's sort of extra notes you can add in there. Okay, so maybe little passing notes. So on the beginning of the solo, it's and see, I'm purposely coming up, you know, this is sort of my version of the solo, so I'm purposely coming up and finishing on that just to show you guys how you would play out of this chord other than, you know, not adding any extra notes as I come up, but just basically the chord. Okay, so let's start again from the beginning. So it's, okay, so it's 3, sorry, 4, 5, 7, and then 3, and here it's just chromatic, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's the first part. Alternate picking that. Now when you get here to 7, you do a hammer-on pull-off. So you would hammer on from 5 to 7 and slide into 4. Now I'm going to come back up with that E chord to finish it off. Do you see how it's kind of putting this all together? So you could even come back down. Add that one. Okay, so from the beginning. Now it's a little bit hard to get volume on this note because you're doing a 3-note hammer on. You could pick this though, if you want. Or that was just picking it once. So I picked it there. Okay, so that's sort of the main riff, and I think this riff is really important to get that in there because this is the very jazzy type, you know, a riff to start this. Okay, so that's sort of your E. Now to A. So I'm just playing out of my A chord, and I'm just playing these two notes off the A, so I'm only playing the 2nd and 3rd strings, and just sliding that. So I'll slide into it, and then back to the start, kind of, to my A. Okay, so over E. You can just take that those two notes off your E chord and move it back and forth. Okay, so. And then you could do that for B also. Now, the part here, the second time through the chord progression, kind of the high part. Basically, these two notes here on the 7 and the 9 is basically these two notes. So it's the same thing that we're doing here in A. So here's your E. So basically that's the same, it's exact same two notes, but on the first and second string. And it just sounds different because it's a higher sound on the first and second string. So we're still in E. So this is the little tricky part to get it started. You kind of, I'm not sure if this is correct, but I kind of hear it as, that's like a little starting riff you play before it goes to A. If that's correct, I'm not sure, but that's what I'm kind of thinking when I'm playing the solo over the backing track. I need to start this a little bit earlier. These first three notes. Okay, so it'd be maybe maybe it would actually be the 6 notes. And now you're starting right on A. Okay. Now, so you would slide this, you pick, and then pick. So you want these little slides to stand out in there. You can pick the last couple if you want. You know, however you want to play this, it's totally up to you, but that's what I'm doing. So you go 9, 6, 9, 8, 7, 8, 9. So, and then, you know, I'm just sort of making this up, this next part. I'm thinking of the circus theme, and it's not totally correct, but I'm just trying to, you know, have a little riff that brings me back up to my E. So what I did was just play along here. So I went, let me just start from the beginning. So I was just going. There's a little hammer-on pull-off again on those two. Coming up with my chords. So all I was doing is just. So let me see if I can play that again here. Whether I'm in time or not, I'm not sure, but you know, it's a little bit hard to play without the backing track, this part, but you know, I think that's exactly what I'm playing, so let me try to slow that down. So you would start it right there, the little. So let's do that again. So coming up with my chord and coming back down with my chord. And then just to the B. And then to my E with the same little riff, but your fingers are reversed. Okay, I just wanted to backtrack here on one little part maybe that I forgot to show. Now on this part here, off the start of the solo, I didn't kind of really show you what I was doing over the A part here. I guess I was thinking it was really easy, so I just kind of left it out. But after I watched the demo again, I kind of thought maybe I'll just show you simply what I'm doing here. So now to A. And I'm just outlining my E chord again, okay? So now A. Okay, so I'm just sliding here into my A chord on these two notes. Hammering on from 5 to 7. And this kind of going back to my E. And playing up the notes here on the E chord. And that might be a good way to practice that chord also, is just taking that E chord and just kind of playing it up and down a few times. You don't want to hold the chord down and do that, because that's a totally different sound. You want the sound of pushing down on the string, you know, pushing on the notes. So let me do this again. And then to your B. Okay, so that's all I'm doing over the A, just and going back to E. Okay, so let's go take a look here at the next part. Now the next part here, we're playing a C sharp minor. So here's our C sharp. Now to make this a minor, it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, on the 4th fret, 5th fret, 6th fret. So I'm playing that over the E, and then I'm hitting my open E string. Now you can play this different ways, okay? You could come in here and finger pick this if you want. Of course, it's kind of hard to play, you know, without the backing track. So now, when it goes to A, I'm just moving this first finger one note to the 3rd fret, and still hitting the open E string, and then back to E, and then to B. Okay, I just coming off of my B power chord here, hitting these two notes off the B chord. I'm just doing sort of little double stops here and sliding these. This might be kind of hard to play, but you can try it, or you can play whatever else you want to do, you know, on the turnaround to B or to the B chord. This is tricky because you have to slide. You know, I'm not picking each one. And you can mess up pretty easily playing that little riff, so it's up to you if you want to try that one. But it's just those two notes off your B bar chord on the 2nd and 3rd strings. And then you're just hitting these two, sliding that. And then back here, and of course I'm just barring these. So from the beginning you have and then you'd be back to E. Again, you could come in here if you want. You could do something like that instead of doing this little sliding thing in B. Just come off of your your B chord, bend bend in here. And then you'd be right back to E. You know, just come back up to E. But basically that's what we're doing. We're just moving this little minor chord one note. And then to our B. Okay. Now, I like to call this the fun part because we have a bunch of slides here. So I'll just pick any point to slide, maybe 5th fret. Slide from the 5th to 12th fret on the 2nd string. And then go to the 1st string, same fret, and then slide back the other way. And then you can just lift off anywhere in here. So it's actually the slide on the 1st string here, I'm kind of lifting off somewhere in this area, so I'm not really going all the way back to the 5th fret. But I sort of want a longer slide and then a shorter slide. So you would do that 3 times. Come back the 3rd time. And then now we're going to go to our high E. And then to our 14th fret on the 2nd string. And then I'll end right here. Okay, so we have okay, so I slide into this 12. Give it some vibrato here, okay, on this 2nd string, on the 14th fret. And then now I play a little kind of, you know, a boogie phrase. Sort of a little bluesy phrase, whatever you want to call that. So. And then I'll just end there. You could end on this note also, but I'll usually end on this one. Now you'll go to your B on the 7th fret, bar the 2 strings. Hammer on the 2nd string from 7 to 9. Pick down, and then pick up on the 1st string. And then I'll go to my little, now we'll go back to E, I'll go to my little E chord with the 2 notes. And then I'll do a hammer on here on the 3rd string on the 6th fret. So I'll hit this note, hammer on, and then I'll hit that note. Okay, so you hold those 2 down, and you just hammer on that 3rd string on the 6th fret. So you have, which is the same as doing it here on the 12th fret. Okay, but you're just getting a little bit of a different sound here. Okay, so from the beginning. Now, I'll finish with the notes in my chord and just come up to my E here. So, you know, this is my version of the Little Ventures part that they do. You know, if you want to hear this and you want to hear most of this solo that I'm playing, you know, this is taken from the Ventures version of Guitar Boogie Shuffle. And, you know, everything's not note for note. Again, this is my version. This is what I came up with. Whether this is correct or not, I don't know. But that's kind of what I'm hearing. And this is, you know, the way I like playing it. So anyway, that's the little riff that I always thought was really neat. Whether they're doing it on a different fret or I don't know, but that's what I'm hearing. You know, and then obviously just doing my own little thing after that to finish it after the slide. But anyway, that's that part. Let's go see the next part. Now on the next part here, we have a whole bunch of country riffs for you. So you people that hate the country guitar, we have to throw this in here, sorry. You know, I like doing this because for me it's it's boring to play a solo, just blues all the way through or country all the way through. So if I'm playing a country song, I'll throw in the odd blues lick or rock lick. To me, I like to mix it up. So this is a great opportunity over this song to come in here and throw some country riffs in and some country bends. So I'm starting here on the 16th fret, and then with my pinky and then my third finger, I'm on the 15th fret and bending that. Now, you can pick this how you want. You can start with a downstroke, you can start with an upstroke. So you're going to hit this one, bend the 15th fret, and you can let it come down. Or you can just hold it straight up if you want. But I just let it come down slightly. That's the riff that we're playing. So we start here again, 16th fret with our pinky, and then go to the 15th fret, third finger. So it's those two notes. Now we move to the 15th fret with our pinky on the second string, and basically we're just doing the same thing, but we're just moving to another set of strings. So we have a pinky here now, and now our third finger is on the 14th fret, third string, and we do the same bend. And now we move that same bend to the 12th fret with our pinky. And then I'll just kind of finish it here with a little double stop off of our E chord. So. And I might go, pick and finger. Something like that. And I also, you could pick these. Or you could come in here and do pick and fingers. So you could do, you would hit the, you'd hit the first string with your finger. And then pick on the next string above. So you have finger, pick, finger, pick. And the picking would just be downstrokes. Now, what I'm playing, okay, is if you can hear it there, if you caught what I was doing, what I do though, I want to show you sort of the beginner way of playing it, which would be bend it on the way up and let it come down, just like I told you. But that's a good way to start, but what I'm doing is a pre-bend and release. So I hit that note, and I bend up on that next note, and I just hit it on the way down. And then I come in there with my pick and finger. Okay, so that's kind of giving it that whiny type of sound. Or more of a steel guitar sound, because I'm hitting the note on the way down, so it's already bent. So you push up, and then you pick that one. And then you do the same thing here. And I'll just sort of end the phrase with two little hits, okay? So then after that, what I was doing was just coming up here. So think of that as the second part. So. sort of do ghost notes on here. So basically that fourth string, my finger's sort of sliding along there as I hit these double stop notes, and I'm just sort of getting that sound as I pick with my finger, you know, pull with my fingers the two actual notes I want to come out. So the two notes are here, there, there. The two notes off your A chord to your G, and then these two, you know, open after. And then you could just hammer on onto your E. Now on the second part here, this is going over the A now, so you have a little rockabilly bluesy riff, if you want to call this. So I'm hitting, but it's sort of coming out of your E, but we're playing over A, okay? So it'd be these two notes, and then I'm hitting open, and then what I'll do is I'll bar these two on the second and third strings, slide, and then those same two strings open, and then come up here to my E, and I'll do some little bluesy riffs like that, but just really fast. And I'll hit my open sixth string with the pick, and then with my second finger, I'll come in here and pull on that string up, and then do my little hammer on here. And you can slide into this if you want. This is a little bit hard to demonstrate because it still sounds like I'm playing an E, but this is what I'm playing when it goes to A. So let me just kind of play this backtrack here and go back to E again. So okay, so that'd be E, A, and then now to the B, I'll just come in here, come to my that same little steel guitar bend, or country bend. So here's your B. So we're playing on the 7th fret. You're going to hold the second string down, pick that, bend this one, do the double stops, second and third string, and then we're just going to move this, and come back, and then I'll come back to my E. And you could just end right there if you want, or come back. So from the beginning, something like that. Again, let me go over this if you're not getting this A part down. And then to B, you can hit these two if you want, like you can bar down, hit your first and second string and then do your bend. Do more of a steel guitar bend instead of just the two notes, or just two notes, it's up to you. Okay, the next part here, we're just sliding our little minor chords. So I guess for some of you that are not used to playing this, this would just be like a D minor slid down here to your 12th fret. Okay, so we're just sliding this little chord. Sort of Texas swing-ish, I guess. And to get the proper sound, to me, what I do is I pick on the 3rd string, and then my 2nd and 3rd fingers are playing on the 2nd and 1st strings. If you want, you could go in there just with a pick down or pick up. Whatever you find easier. But the trick is, I guess, sliding and then sliding into it and then sliding out of it. So it's... See there, I'm picking on the 3rd string and sliding, and then I'll pick the 1st and 2nd string when I get into the 12th fret. So... and then slide out of it, and then pick all 3 strings, and then pick all 3 strings on this one. Whoop. And then here we're just to our E, so then I'm just playing the double stops. Here's your A, and then to your G. I guess you could stop right here if you wanted. Or take it to there. To me, it sounds better ending the phrase right here on your G. So that's what I'm playing over the E. Speaking of the E, the part before this, when I was showing you the little part in A, I just sort of forgot to tell, I'm assuming most of you knew this, but when I went to the little hammer-on riff, that was in the key of E. I think maybe I made it sound like the whole thing was played over the A. The A part is just the, you know, just this little beginning part, all these little double stops. You know, because it's not staying in A very long, it's back up to E. So the time it comes back up to E, that's when I'm hitting that little riff 3 times. So I just wanted to add that in so you weren't trying to fit the whole thing really fast and over the A. So it's basically just going from A and then right up to E. If you watch the demo, you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyway, back to this part. So now that's your E. Now to go to A, I'll do some more double stops, but on the 1st and 3rd strings. Here on the 9th fret, 7th fret to your A. Sort of keeping that same kind of feel. And then I'll do just a behind the nut bend, hit my open 1st string. And then just, you can bend this however you want. So you can bend, you know, bend it, hit the 1st open string, bend it down and up, or you could do a pre-bend and release, like that. So. did both of them there. Totally up to you, if you want to throw that in there or not. You could slide into it again. So just sliding from 7 to 9. Easy part about this is that it's all on the same strings. And again, I'll be going pick and finger, so I'm picking on the 3rd string, and then I have my 2nd finger playing the 1st string. And see that 1st string, I'll pluck it, I'll just get right underneath there and just, snap it sort of. And just do whatever bend, comes natural on the 2nd string here behind the net. The A in this song is not in there very long. It's right out of there and you're back to E, so you don't really have a lot of time to throw a lot of stuff in, over the A chord. So however you want to play this. Or slide. So there I'm just doing the pre-bend and release. Bending it down and hitting it only on the way up. And then back to our E. As you can see through the whole solo, I'm sort of always playing these little double stops where I'm just kind of resolving, I'll play a little bend, and then here's your E, and then sort of just end it with a... That's sort of how I'm thinking when I'm playing a lot of these little country riffs. If you're not used to playing that little riff, I really highly suggest adding that little riff and then practice it coming back. It's just a great little ending phrase to end a riff. And now going to the B chord, I'll just play a little riff here. Here's your B in the 7th fret. So I'm playing the 1st and 3rd strings with pick and finger. And then bending the 3rd string. Coming back to my B. So you could slide into this. And then you'd be back to your rhythm in E. You can kind of stop on this one, hit it, and then bend it. So, and now bend. Skip this one and go right back here to the 9th fret. There's different ways you can play this riff. You could bend this one also. You could bend all 3 of them in here. Just that, when you go to the B, again, you don't have a whole lot of time to play. So I'm going to just do the fastest thing I can think of. And come back, because you're back into E. So. I just thought that that this riff fit the little B part good enough. You could stop on that one, or you could not stop on there, just like I just did. So, or hit it twice. Up to you what you want to do in that, or if you want to bend that one also. Or bend it on this one on the way back. So just come up, whatever combination you want, but basically that's what I'm doing, just playing on the 1st and third strings. And then back to my B here. So now after all that, you know, I went back to sort of the second rhythm over that part again. Now on this ending, I just did a little more of these little, you know, if you want to call these double stops. You know, kind of hard to get the ending on this with the last two shots of this song, but I wasn't really thinking of where they were coming in. I was just sort of just playing something that came to mind. So I'll show you this little riff that I did on the end. So you're going to be on your first and third strings again, and you're going to be 14th fret and slide to the 16th fret. So I'll pick the third string. So really I'm not even hitting the first string, even though I'm holding it. And now I'll go pick and finger back to the 14th fret, just hitting them at on the right hand at the same time, pulling on them. Okay, so this is like the first half. So then taking your first finger to the 10 would be sort of like your, you know, your D chord. And then going to the 9th fret. And now you take that same position, those two notes, and you're going to slide between the 2nd and 4th fret. So you're only going to pick once. And now this little, if you want to think of this as a, you know, double stop or a little chord, you take these two notes and you move them to the 2nd and 4th string. And you're sort of just coming into your E, but on the 2nd and 4th string. So hit this twice and slide into your E. You know, there's a million different things you can end this with on this song. Do that little riff again if you want. I was sort of bending a note in here because I wasn't sure when the next shot was coming in, because I sort of missed the first one, and then I just sort of ended with the E9 chord and caught the second last shot at the end. Now on this backing track, I'll also maybe just do one where it fades out and leaves the last two shots out. So if you're you know, stuck and you're not sure what to play, or if you want to practice and make up your own little fancy ending wherever you want to play out of the blues scale. You know, maybe I should have did the shots closer together, but there's one and then you wait a while and then the second one comes in. But totally up to you what you want to do at the end, but this is sort of what I was doing.